Smart money is investing in these 5 altcoins, and the reason why is Grayscale just launched an artificial intelligence focused crypto fund, and the AI tokens are a part of this fund. It is going to be Near, Render, BitTensorTau, Filecoin, and LivePeer for the 5 tokens. Now, one of these altcoins is going to outperform its other 4 peers, and in this video, we're going to explain why. Now, with this Grayscale fund, it's important to note this is only open to accredited investors who must have a net worth of at least $1 million. So only open to the accredited investors to invest in this fund with the 5 coins. Now, we have the details for this fund. Now, Grayscale has a little bit of a different weighting for all the 5 tokens here. Let me go ahead and scroll up so you can see Near is the biggest holding with 31%, followed by Filecoin with a 30%. Render has a 26% weight. LivePeer is 9.13%, and then BitTensorTau coming in right under 3% there. Now let's break down the 5 coins, and then I'll tell you which of these 5 coins I think is going to be the fastest horse in this race. Now, starting with the smallest market caps, and then we'll end with the largest. Well, the smallest market cap is LivePeer. LivePeer, it's important to note, is only 9%. But with the smallest market cap, there could be a lot of movement with this token. LivePeer right now has about a $500 million market cap, 534 million. And if you look at their token supply, the tokens are out, everybody. All 33 million have been released. Now, when we hit the max on the price chart, you can see, well, this token was much, much higher in the past. And when you click on market cap, you can see, okay, only a few more tokens released today versus the top right there. Now, the price at one point was just a little under $80. With the price right now only 16, definitely a lot of upside. But what's the deal with LivePeer? What exactly are they doing? I'll tell you why I'm maybe a little bit hesitant here. LivePeer is a decentralized network for video infrastructure for live and on-demand streaming. Provides a marketplace where they can access streaming services like transcoding or video streaming integrations for applications. Now, this is going to be very, very small niche market that they're trying to apply to. And for that reason, maybe it can't just get as big as, maybe a Render or maybe some of the other coins on that list. But not only that, because they're, maybe trying to provide the cheapest access to video broadcasting applications and integrations, maybe the video streaming services won't be up to par with, some of the 4K offerings from an Amazon or even a YouTube or maybe even some of the live streaming services. And with streaming content, if the frame rate's a little choppy, if it doesn't look quite as good, people might abandon it. And so it's going to just be some headwinds that they're going to have to face. But their audience is going to be, think of church live streams and stuff like that. So, a little bit niche. Is not going to be the person streaming in their basement, but still the lowest of the 5 market caps. Now, the next token by market cap is going to be BitTensorTau. And if we look here, you can see Tau is by far the smallest offering here. It's only 3% of the fund. And so per each share, there's only a fraction of a Tau. You can see right there, that's a lot of zeros after the decimal point there. Now, BitTensor, if we go to the max chart, all right, we are now in a little bit of a bounce. All of the coins have recently had a local low. We're going to cover the local low. You can see it right there. The local low is going to be important later in this video. It's how I determine maybe the fastest horse in this race here. Now, BitTensor, at one point it was around $700. We look right now, only $325. So definitely some room to the upside. You look at market cap, pretty much you're seeing a lot of the same story here, about $4.5 billion. Right now, hair above $2 billion. So, you're looking at a 2x, which is a pretty close rank for the price and the market cap there. Now, this thing has been on a run lately. It is way up. And the thing about BitTensor that got everybody excited is it is pumping post-hack. That is right. The reason you're seeing so many pumps here is the hack actually depressed the price there. Now, I don't want to get into the hack too much. It's, relatively small, all things considered here. But this is just a couple of weeks ago. They had a series of wallet hacks. This one resulted in a loss of $8 million worth of Tau. It came just a month after another wallet breach, led to a loss of $11 million. And if you go, just read in the interwebs right here, a lot of people are still bearish since there are so many hacks in the recent past there. But because it dumped so hard, it also pumped kind of hard. So if you weren't scared and you bought that dip, you are up considerably. But if you go into the comments, people are pretty bearish on this project there. So, for that reason, I would maybe hesitate. It isn't one of the fastest horses here, folks. All right, next token is going to be Render by market cap. Render is 26% of each share you buy of this investment vehicle here. And if we go to Render, well, Render is also way down from its high. Look how far this thing has fallen just in recent memory here. Now, this is going back, all the way back to 2020. So slightly older coin as far as AI coins go. But we are down over 50% just from the local high that we had in March, just a couple months ago. When you go to 3-month chart here, you can see we're just now getting out of our local low. It has been beaten down and beaten down recently, everybody. Right now, sitting around $6.38. Now, the tokens still got, considerable amount, about 130 million yet to go, 140 million. 392 million have been released out of 532. But I am bullish on Render. Maybe it's that horse, everybody. I'm going to tell you at the end of the video. Why am I bullish on Render? Because the whales are bullish on Render. So not only do we have it added to this investment vehicle, what only whales can buy, the whale activity was telling us the news ahead of time. And so we just got the news of the Grayscale investment vehicle yesterday, but this is days old. So the whale transactions valued at $1 million and above started jumping on the 14th of July. So the whales, I'm not saying they had inside info, but the whales were bullish on this. They started accumulating. And as of now, they are still holding on to their Render token. So the crypto bigwigs, they've been buying more Render. So I'm quite bullish on Render. And again, at the end of the video, I'll show you the breakdown and what I think is going to be the best performing token. Now let's go to Filecoin. Filecoin is down a bit today. It is down 4%, even though we got some good news. Filecoin, you can see it is 30%, is the second largest holding in this Grayscale product. And we go and look at the coin. Well, Filecoin, I'm pretty bullish just on that industry as a whole. Filecoin is going to be for storage, part of the DePIN narrative. DePIN, Decentralized Physical Infrastructure Network. It's going to be the backbone of AI. So when you have AI running on the blockchain, DePIN is the people underneath holding it up. Now, so when you think of AI and crypto, DePIN is going to be the foundation of what it is built upon. So right now you can see market cap 2.5 billion, but there's still a lot of tokens. The fully diluted valuation is considerably higher, 8.6 billion. I easily think Filecoin can hit 20 billion this cycle. And if we look at the local low, that thing is also, up considerably from there. That thing fell all the way down to $3, about 30 cents there, and we are now up to 4.43. Now, if you go to the max, now that's a scary looking chart, especially when you go to market cap there. You can see, oh my God, we're 2.5 billion. At one point we're about 12 billion. And when you look at the price, you're like, whoa, whatever happened to my 30X? The 30X kind of disappeared. Well, a lot more tokens are out today. So Filecoin, finally maybe hitting its floor as far as the supply shock, affecting that price to the downside. And we're going to just be, watching this closely as well, especially after maybe found a little bit of support and kind of just hanging out in this little range right now. Now, the reason I'm bullish on Filecoin and just storage in particular is video streaming content. Now, it's important for two reasons. One, we got all the streaming applications like a YouTube, like a Twitch. They're all upgrading how they stream the video you watch. And this is just a breakdown of a resolution comparison chart. Obviously, 8K is going to have a lot more resolution than, say, HD, 1080p, or even 4K. But what people don't know is how big a difference it actually is. When you break down the pixels, Full HD is only 2 million pixels in total. 8K is 33 million pixels in total. So when they're streaming an hour-long movie to you, we're looking at a 15x in data with this streaming. And so as video content just gets sharper and sharper and sharper, the storage needed for these movies, for this streaming, for these your favorite unboxing or your favorite candy videos or your favorite Mr. Beast video, it is just going to require exponentially more storage. And so this is going to be very bullish for Filecoin in the long run. And when we start having AI create video content, that's when everyone's just going to be making multiple hour-long videos potentially every day. And so this is just a very, very, very bullish narrative for me. All right, now let's go to the largest coin and the largest one by weight here as well, and that's going to be Near coin. We are bullish on Near here. It's going to be about 32% of each share. And if we look at Near, well, Near, we were telling you to buy. I got my Near pretty cheap. Now, when we look at the max chart, feel like I got in pretty good. We got in pretty close to $1, I want to say. And let me know down below if you got in below $1. There's some people who actually got in cheaper than that. Now, NEAR has been way up from its local low, but if we look at the recent low, it is also up a considerable amount, up about 50%. You can see that it was around $4, and then now is sitting there right around $6, 8 cents above. Now, NEAR is going to be bullish. And the reason why I'm bullish on NEAR is it has been defying the trends. One of the things you can use for a bull run is what's a hot coin is when Bitcoin dumps, does that coin also pump? And when Bitcoin pumps, it pumps alongside with it. NEAR is one of those coins. This is from a couple weeks ago. This is the end of June. That was last month. Meanwhile, altcoins like Ondo, Blast, and NEAR generating positive attention. So while Bitcoin was dumping, NEAR, along with a couple other strong coins, they were pumping. And so NEAR is going to be a big, big winner this cycle. Now, I told you my favorite coin. I was going to reveal it at the end. And this is just a little breakdown I did. I dusted off my old accounting degree here, and we got all the assets broken down, lowest market cap on the top, biggest market cap on the bottom. This is the local lows that I've been talking about. All of these, within about the past month. And then this is the current price. Now we're going to look at the local low and the current price and see how much of a pump has already happened. I don't want the thing that's pumped. I want the coin that's about to pump. When I look right here, I can see Render hasn't really pumped that much. A couple of these coins, 50 cent or above. You got these two coins about 33% higher. Render is only up 11% from its local low. It only fell to about $5.77. And we go to the 3-month chart here. This thing has got some legs, everybody. So Render, to me, is just going to be the big winner for this grayscale investment vehicle. I think all 5 coins are probably going to be a safe bet in the 12 to 18-month range. But Render, to me, despite its large market cap, I think Render has potential to go all the way up to $50, potential 10x within the next 12 months. So to me, if I'm only going to put my money into one of these altcoins, I'm going with Render. And hopefully I'll see you and your AI bags at the top.